All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
Get ready. This summer, the Arena League Sports is on ASAP Network. Tune in live on either the Tiki Live or Roku app, as well as your smart home TV.
All right. Welcome to ASAP Afternoon Blitz. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Greg, like normal. Got a lot to talk about today. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good show. A lot of stuff going on.
Yes, a lot going on. Two blowouts we didn't think was gonna happen in the playoffs. So,
well, let's go ahead and start with that. Which game you want to start with first?
let's do the Sixers and Heat first. Let's do that one because that was the most shocking of the two.
Yes.
Yeah, Miami won that 120-85. Nobody saw that coming. I didn't expect Miami to beat the Sixers by 30. Embiid only had 17. Maxey, I mean, he's done all he can in this series, and this was his first bad game. He only had 9. Harden went back to being Harden, 14. So it was a bad game all around for the Sixers. Nobody played well. Miami, they just do what they do. Jimmy Butler had 23. So Bam, had 12. I think what happened was, I think Miami got tired of everybody saying, "Well, you guys are gonna lose the series now since Joel is back," and they lost the 2 games as soon as he came back, and Miami was just kind of like, "Look, we're the number 1 seed for a reason, so we about to show y'all now, since y'all think that the Sixers are gonna come back and win this series," and they were determined, very, very determined to win that. And now it sets up good for them, because even if they lose Game 6 at Philly, Game 7 is back in the 305. So it's good. It sets up good for the Heat making the Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah, I agree with you. Greg, give me just 1 second.
Sure.
All right, sorry about that.
No, that's all right.
They always want to ask you questions once you get to doing something.
Yep, that's how married life work. Yes. Yes, sir.
It'll be all day. She won't want them as soon as they start to go.
But yeah, Miami looked very good.
Yes.
So the Sixers, I don't know. I could see it still going 7. I think the Sixers can bounce back.
I think it's going to go 7.
Yeah, they can bounce back and win Game 6, but
But
I
did the
think
Sixers look disinterested to you? Something didn't even look right. They didn't even look like they wanted to be there. I don't know. It was weird.
yeah,
The
they look.
whole team's body language was bad.
Yeah. The body language was off. Yeah, it was.
Especially after Embiid got hit in the face, and
Mhm.
they got in his head a little bit after that. After he got
Yeah, and I don't know if that's
and Harden not doing anything.
Harden wasn't doing anything. I don't know if that's a Doc Rivers thing where the team kind of came out, not interested, but everything is on the line for them in Game 6. Because if they lose this series, in all honesty, the Ben Simmons trade was for nothing because you got to the same spot that you were with him last year, which is the second round. You traded Ben Simmons in thinking that you would get to the conference finals and or the finals. To not get to neither one will be a very disappointing season for the Sixers.
Oh yeah, so and I think they're going to force a Game 7. I really do, but man, and then that game 7 is going to be a fun game to watch.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to have to show up with a lot better way than what they showed up the other night because something didn't look right. That they just looked off the whole game.
Yeah.
It was almost like they didn't want to be there. I don't know what happened. Damian Hernandez says Heat finishing the series tomorrow.
It could very well be that.
Yeah, and they could.
Well, I will put it. I'll put it this way: if Tyrese Maxey only has 9 in Game 6, yeah, the Sixers are going home tomorrow. Yeah.
Breaking news: the Reds are up 4-0 on the Brewers.
The Reds are playing better.
Bad thing is, I was looking down. I didn't even see how they scored the 4 runs. I looked up and we were winning 4-0. I was like, "What the hell happened?"
Yeah, but the Heat can definitely if Maxey, it's because Maxey only had 9, Embiid had 17. If that continues in Game 6, then yeah, the Heat can definitely finish it off tomorrow. So they're gonna have to bring their Embiid's gonna have to be the way he's been all season, which is aggressive. Can't be scared. I know, he's got the mask and he doesn't want to get hit, in the face and everything, but we can't worry about that right now. You got to get in there and score your 35, score 40.
This is do or die, win or go home.
Yeah, win or go home. So I can see the Sixers winning that game, and if it is, then we will be in for a fun Game 7.
Damian Hernandez says the series is starting to show that Simmons wasn't the problem. They just blame him because nobody wanted to take the blame for the 76ers fails.
Yeah. Yeah, if you couldn't get past the second round without him.
Yeah. Well,
No,
I agree with what you're saying because I didn't understand why they were in such a hurry to get rid of Ben Simmons to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And then once Doc threw him under the bus, you knew he was gone.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he was gone after that.
Yeah, Simmons wasn't the problem. I mean, you can see that now.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't just Ben Simmons. It was that collapse last year. That was everybody's fault. It wasn't just on Ben.
What do you think about the Mavericks and the Suns game last night?
It was good for about a half.
It really surprised me.
Yeah, and this has been the trend when Dallas plays in Phoenix. They're good for about a half, and then and then it's a second half collapse. What's going on, Rob?
Greg, my boy, how you feeling? Gonzo, I just saw you this morning, but I don't mind asking you again. How y'all feeling, my brothers?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm at work, but I'm alone. So I said I could jump on the afternoon show and talk a little mess with my boys.
Yeah, yes, sir. But yeah, it was the same thing. When Dallas goes to Phoenix, they play good for that first half. That second half, they forget how to play defense. They don't make shots, and it turns into a blowout. So now it's game 6.
And the Suns started hitting everything.
And they started hitting everything. I think the Suns will go ahead and close out Dallas though, in this game 6. Yeah.
Oh, Damien Hernandez says Warriors fan in the building, laughing out loud.
You know what it is, Damien? Dub Nation screaming loud and proud.
What do you think of this Warriors Suns game, Rob?
Are you talking about Dallas and Phoenix?
Or yeah, Dallas and Phoenix. I don't know why I said Warriors.
Because Damien got you thrown off, man. He got you thrown off. No, I pleasantly enjoyed this series. I actually had Dallas winning this series. You know, by the hairs of their chinny chin chin. I got faith in Luka. My thing is though, it's like when Dallas is on, they're on, but when they're bad, they are bad. It's
no
like
in between.
It is no in between. There's no close games. There's no making it competitive. It's like, you know, it's like I told one of my friends. When you look at Luka, it almost reminds you of LeBron James in his first stint with Cleveland. Like it's Luka and then everybody else. Like, you know, Jalen Brunson has made a little bit of a name of himself in this postseason, but he hasn't been consistent. He had those 2 30-point games. Then he kind of fell off the face of the earth. Had a pretty decent game last night. As we see, Luka's now starting to let him handle the ball a lot more. But those shots that they were hitting in game 4, they didn't hit in game 5. Those open 3-point, they got the same shots yesterday. If you look at Vinny Smith Jr., if you look at Kleber and the rest of those guys that they got on that score, they were getting the same shots last night. Could not knock it down. And it is really a crying shame.
A lot of good looks.
It's a crying shame when your team, like Luka scored his points, Jalen scored his points, and everybody else managed to give you a combined 31 points throughout the game. That's horrible. That is horrible.
Says the Mavs are like the Bulls right now.
Hey, you know what? The Mavs are looking better than the Bulls. I mean, we only got 1 W. The Mavs are at least able to get 2. In the second round, I might add.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, so combined, Finney Smith, Bullock, and Powell, 3 of them combined for 8 points.
That's horrible.
2 of them at 0. So
that is horrible.
What am I supposed to do with that? And they can't say it was because Doncic took so many shots because he only took like 25 shots.
Yeah, that was
only
it.
23.
23, yeah, that was it. Yeah.
23 shots.
Yeah, so it wasn't like he was shooting a bunch.
No. And you know, the people that didn't watch the game would say, well,
nobody else, nobody was hitting.
I said nobody knocked down shots.
Nobody was making nothing. Like I said,
even he had a bad shooting night on all accounts.
Yeah. And like I said, Dallas, they played a good first half. Then that second half, I mean, Phoenix started, they started making their shots too. So once that started happening, the game was over.
It's not a good look, man, And if you look at the rebound margin, bro, like they got out rebounded by 12.
Yep.
Like that's horrible, 50-38. Like, and if you look, Phoenix really didn't have
beating the Suns
nobody with a big rebound game. Even DeAndre Ayton didn't get into double digits in rebounding.
Right.
I think they had to win that game because I don't see them winning 2 games in a row.
Yeah, and I said that yesterday on ASAP in the morning. Even though I'm gonna still stick with my pick in Dallas. I said last night was pivotal for them because I don't think
Yep.
even if they won tomorrow night, I don't think they're beating Phoenix in Phoenix for Game 7. It's not happening.
No.
It's not happening. Chris Paul is not gonna let that
I
happen.
don't think so either.
No, it's not. They can never play 4 complete quarters when they play at Phoenix.
No.
That's just been the way the series has been. So
What
And I know Luka was able to finally get
what's
to
your
the
guys'
second
thoughts
round,
on-
but it's not
Go ahead.
it's not looking good.
No, he needs some help.
Yeah, he
does.
does.
And I think if Dallas don't get him some help soon, he might be he might look to go somewhere else. And I wouldn't blame him.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think players nowadays
He
they'll
could go
give you
anywhere he wanted
loyalty,
to.
but they're not gonna
Any
sit
team
there
in
and
the
wait
NBA
around.
would any team in the NBA would die to have Doncic. He go anywhere
You
he
want to
wants.
come to the Bulls, Luka?
They're gonna find a way. Like Luka might team
Iverson
up with LeBron
vlogs.
and the Lakers or something.
Iverson vlogs Suns in 6.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? I can see LeBron talking to him. I just think they two are the same type of player.
I think he's gonna go join John Morant in Memphis.
He too slow.
Boy.
Memphis like to run you out the gym. Luka is
That's
not.
true.
Yeah,
Luka is not
Luka
running up. You know what? But that's what I respect about Luka. He almost kind of reminds me of a Paul Pierce in that aspect. You
Yep.
can't speed him up.
Yeah.
He's gonna play at his own pace every
And he gets
time.
to his spots.
Every time. Now the thing is, he's a bad shooter from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Like he's bad. Like you can't even say he's okay. He's bad. But he makes up
consistent.
for it down there in the post. Like down there in the post, like Luka has some of that unbelievable strength. Like you look at him and be like, he's not that strong. Luka is strong because he is down there having his way in the post.
He's almost unstoppable in the post.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He has great feet work, as Shaq like to say.
Yeah.
I love Luka, man. Luka is
Feet work.
one of those revolutionary type players. I just wish he had some help.
Yeah.
Shaq kills me with that feet work.
Oh, that feet work. You gotta have that feet because you moving more than 1 foot. You gotta have that feet work.
What do you guys think about this Bucks and Celtics game tonight?
Ooh.
You have the series tied 2-2 now. I picked the Bucks to win the series, but without Chris Middleton, man, I'm scared because nobody's stepping up and helping Giannis.
Drew Holiday don't cut it.
He's not consistent. He's not consistent enough.
Drew Holiday has to do what he did in Game 5 of the NBA Finals last season. If he does that, then the Bucks will win tonight. If that doesn't happen, then the Celtics are going to win tonight.
Yeah, the problem
come down to that.
The problem
I think whoever wins tonight
going
wins the series. Honestly,
I'll pick the Bucks to win tonight. I'm like you, Chris, as we talked about earlier on the morning show. Without Chris Middleton, it's a scary sight.
Yeah,
because you know Giannis is going to get his earlier in the first half, maybe some in the third quarter. Fourth quarter comes, teams they build the wall. It's just automatic. They go to we're not letting Giannis in the paint. And my thing is, who's going to step up when Giannis is no longer a threat on the court? Because there comes a time. I mean, I think the refs start calling things a lot closer to the chest in the fourth quarter. He's not going to just be able to run over people in the fourth quarter. You might get away with that in the first and the second quarter, but you're not. They're going to call a charge every time in the fourth. And you're going to need some shooters to step up. And without Chris Middleton there, who is technically their closer, it's scary. But I'm going to still ride with Milwaukee, man. I just think if they can take care of business early on the Celtics, you got to come out and punch them right in the mouth.
And I don't think people realize without Middleton, you're missing like a consistent 20 points a game.
Consistent.
If not more.
Yeah, consistent. Yeah.
He's an all-star.
Yeah, you're missing an all-star off your team. It's gonna hurt you quite a bit.
And they've been feeling it.
Yeah, and people don't, and you ain't heard people talking about. All they're talking about is all the Celtics are stopping Giannis. Well, yeah, but it's not the whole Bucks team.
It ain't. And that's a major piece that you're missing. I can see if maybe it was a Grayson Allen, maybe even a Pat Connaughton, because they were able to win without Pat last year. That's a big piece you're missing in Chris Middleton.
Yeah, you're missing one of your main players.
Yeah, you can even get away with a Wesley Matthews. Like, you can miss Wesley Matthews. You might not, but if you miss Chris Middleton, you feel that. You feel that. That's Giannis is missing his Robin. Batman didn't like going into battle without Robin.
But if you listen to everybody, they're all talking about how Giannis hasn't been able to carry the team. He don't have his whole team.
He don't have anybody.
Yeah.
It's not like how KD just had Kyrie and they both sucked.
Yeah. But I will say that I do think whoever wins tonight, that's who's going to win this series.
I agree. I think that too.
Yeah. So
you don't think you can go to 7?
It's hard for I think it's going 7 because it's hard for me to see. It's hard for me to see either team win 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to go 7.
If it goes 7, then it looks like Boston's going to make the Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah, but you got to also think about it. Boston had an amazing shooting night.
Yeah, they did that, man. They were hitting everything.
Do you see Al Horford going for 30 again?
Oh no, that's not happening. That's not happening again. No.
Al Horford.
That's Giannis does.
Al Horford turned into an all-star for a night.
He went back to Atlanta. Horford.
Yeah, Atlanta. Yeah.
he was flexing and everything, man. They pissed him off, man.
But you know what though? That's what I love. You know what? This series reminds me so much of an old school series because I like the fact that they're not friendly with each other. I think that's the problem with some of these teams. They're friendly. Like Giannis comes and grabs Jaylen Brown by the back of the neck, trying to explain something. Jaylen, get up off me. I like that. I clap. I said, hell yeah, show me something. Show me something. How bad do you want it? We ain't friends right now, bro.
Yeah.
I love it. So you saw Giannis and Marcus Smart have a Dennis Rodman, Karl Malone moment on the ground. They're just keeping each other on the ground. Jaylen Brown telling Giannis to get up off of him. I like this series where teams show up like mentally, like we're locked in on everything the Bucks want to do. That was my problem with Embiid last night. He just didn't come angry enough. Sometimes you got to get pissed off.
Yeah, he looked disinterested. The whole team looked disinterested last night. I don't know what it was. It was weird.
He set the tone. We
were talking about that earlier. It was a weird feeling game, man. It was like they didn't even want to be there.
Yeah, man. Embiid was pouting like a little baby.
Yeah.
Because he didn't get MVP.
Yeah.
He said, "I should have won the MVP.
I should have won."
Have you seen all these talking heads on TV talking about how Embiid got robbed and it's a crying shame that they gave it to Jokic? And
I'm not gonna say he got robbed because Jokic had such a great year, but I felt Embiid should have been MVP. I just felt he went through a little bit more. Like Jokic was missing people, Embiid was going through drama. Like it was a lot of drama surrounding the Philadelphia 76ers. Will Ben Simmons play? Will he not play? Are we going to fine Ben Simmons for not playing? Like, they completely disregarded the success the 76ers were having, worried about Ben Simmons. And then even when he got shipped up out of there, now you get James Harden, who only comes in. He gives you 5 good games, and then he disappears.
Yeah.
So now it's like, who really won the trade battle? It was just always some drama surrounding the 76ers, and not to mention, this was the healthiest we've ever seen him be. He made it through 66 games.
Yeah.
So That's just me. He was the leading scorer in the NBA. His stats weren't that much off from what Jokic's stats were. Jokic did have to do more, but also at the same time, so did Joel Embiid.
Yeah. See,
He had to be everything for that team. If he's not playing, the 76ers are nothing.
Yeah. So I favored Jokic. I thought he should have got it.
Yeah.
But it was close enough to me that you couldn't complain if either one of them got it.
Right.
If they gave Embiid, I wouldn't complain because he deserved it too. But I felt Jokic deserved it as well. So I wasn't going to have a problem with either one. Personally, I thought Jokic deserved it because he had less to deal with because of all the injuries.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying with the drama point as well. So, I mean, that's why to me it was so close that you really can't argue either way, no matter who they gave it to.
Yeah. It was always, even with Doc Rivers, you look in the playoffs, the moment Toronto gives them a little trouble, Doc Rivers' coaching history came up. Like, hey, this ain't the first 3-1 lead you done lost now, bro. So, it's just every time you look up, Embiid had to deal with something that really didn't concern him, and they got to be frustrating when you're going to a post-game conference and they're asking you every question about everybody else but me. Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about what I did. Did you see the 38 and 15 I just put on their head? But you want to talk to me about some damn Ben Simmons?
Oh, yeah. Damian Hernandez says Bucks have Bobby Portis. They're not missing Middleton that bad, laughing out loud.
Wait, what?
Portis is not near the level of Middleton.
See, Damian, you always say something that just make me say, Thank you, Iverson.
Iverson vlogs, Damian Bobby Portis is a solid player, but he ain't on Middleton level. Exactly.
Lord Jesus. Now, I mean, sometimes you got to think before you speak.
Yeah.
We're talking about an all-star. Bobby Portis is the true definition of a role player.
What's your guys' thoughts on this Warriors and Grizzlies series? Warriors are up 3-1 after basically still in the game last night because they were down that whole game. Even without Memphis not having Morant, they were down that whole game until about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and then Curry got hot in the fourth quarter.
Caught the Holy Ghost.
Yeah. So I don't see the Grizzlies winning this series now without Morant. I just don't see it. They're not going to beat them 3 games in a row without Morant.
What Kenny Smith say?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, and Golden State needs to end it tonight. Do not let the series linger.
Yeah, end it tonight so you can get healthy for the next round.
Exactly. Get some rest because you don't want Ja coming back.
Nah, they said he's gone.
Oh, he's done for the rest.
He's done for the rest of the series. Yep. Maybe the rest of the playoffs.
They announced he's done
because he got that bone bruise in his knee. That ain't nothing to, and that's what I was telling people. I'm like, this ain't the first knee injury he's had. He's been out due to knee injury. So, players that's built like that has such explosiveness. People don't realize the torque and the power of you straining on your knees and your back to get that high, to jump quick. And it reminds me of Derrick Rose. He reminds me so much of Derrick Rose. It's ridiculous.
I wasn't a professional athlete, but I know a lot of the health problems I'm having now is due to me doing wrestling since I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
Just from the wear and tear on my body.
Knowledge.
Fucking thousands and thousands and thousands of wrestling matches. You know what I mean? So I can imagine a pro athlete that is way more explosive than I ever was. It's even going to be harder on their body.
Yeah. And a lot of these dudes, unfortunately, like me, we were playing basketball on concrete. We was messing ourselves up and didn't realize.
We put on concrete.
Every time I see a court now on concrete, my knees start to hurt.
Yeah.
Any park we could find that had a court we were playing at. Then we'd find the ones that had lights so we could play at night.
Oh man, dude, we got to the point. Man, I was walking in the alley the other day when I was taking out my garbage, and I was like, "How the hell did we used to run full court games in the alley?" Dude,
do that too. My grandpa had 2 security lights on the garage, and
Yeah.
we'd turn when it was on the driveway, and we'd be playing basketball. We have friends who would be playing basketball at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Grandma, come out. Guys better quick. Neighbors are going to complain. All right, let's finish this game. We start up another game. We play all night long.
Man, dude, it just takes me back. We used to walk around with the rim and go
Playing
to
Gus
people's blocks
Mackers.
and go to people's blocks and say, our best 5 versus your 5.
You ever played any Gus Mackers? It's a big 3-on-3 basketball tournament. It like traveled around.
I know
go
what
to
you're talking
different
about.
cities.
Yeah. I never played in that, man.
We used to go play in them, and it'd be in a parking lot somewhere. It'd be 100 degrees outside, and you're playing on some blacktop. Oh man,
boy.
It'd be brutal because the one when it was in our town was always like at the end of July, and that would always be the hottest weekend there was.
Man, the stuff we used to do when we were kids, boy. If we only knew.
Iverson Vlog says whenever he sees Damon's comment about basketball, it makes him want to run his head through a wall. Grizzlies won more games without Morant than with him, and they play better without him.
You say Grizzlies won more games without Morant? No, they only were 20-5, my good sir.
20.
They only won 20 games without Morant. Let's not go that far.
But
I see Chris wanted Reverend Rob to come out. I got to bless the afternoon show with the eulogy.
Yeah, they do not play better than Morant.
I mean, no one thought
that. Without Morant, I mean.
Yeah, no one thought the last game was going to be close, but they're not going to. No.
They're not going to roll over and just die.
They are a better team.
You know, I don't get, you know, like I tell people, and Jay McLovin agreed with me today. Right now, Memphis is getting a whooping, but it's the whooping that they need. This is the whooping that's going to help you get experience for future playoffs to come, because this is going to be a young core. God willing, Ja Morant is able to stay healthy. This is going to be a young core that's going to be around for future playoffs to come, and they're going to be tough.
And this will be a great experience to have going into next year. Basically,
they're going to
having
be
all
tough.
them guys back and a healthy Morant, man, because nobody expected them to be this far already.
Yeah. And what Morant is doing is raising the stock level of Memphis. So now you will get other players. Like, I'll go play with Ja.
Yeah, I can go there. We can be a contender.
Yes, sir. So
like you said, they have a solid core.
They do.
So I mean, yeah,
they do.
Yeah, people definitely want to start going there especially if they keep winning like they've been.
Yeah, especially too because a lot of people try to follow the San Antonio Spurs formula. That's what Golden State did. We're gonna home breed our core. They did this through the draft. You know, everybody knows.
Yeah, that's why I got mad.
That's
why I got mad when people would complain.
Yeah.
And everybody complained about them getting Durant. Oh, that's bullcrap. Dude, they drafted everybody on their team but Durant.
But Durant.
They built a
great
team.
Go there. Who gonna tell Durant no?
They built a great team, and they added a great player to a great team. And it sucked for all you guys, but it wasn't like they went and drafted or went and brought in like 3 or 4 players.
Right. They didn't do what Miami did or what Boston did. They didn't do that.
That's why it didn't bother me when he went there, because they'd already won a championship without him.
Yes.
So it didn't bother me that he went there.
Yes. And if they win a championship again without him,
man,
God.
That makes Durant's legacy look even worse.
You see the storyline. Why the hell would you leave that?
I did have a question. Did you think that I can't remember his name now. Oh, Poole. Do you think that was a dirty play by Jordan Poole?
No.
Thank you, Rob.
No, he's not even that type of player, man.
Thank you.
Like, I can see if it was Draymond.
Touched his knee, but what he was doing, he was trying to go for the ball.
He was reaching for the ball.
Yeah.
And sometimes that happens. How many times have you played basketball? You accidentally hit somebody in the face. You grab somebody by the knee.
Yeah. You're like, my bad, man. My bad.
Like, my bad, bro. You know, I'm reaching for the ball.
Right, yeah.
You know, it's a physical game, and people killing me like they
I'm glad you
like
guys
Jordan.
agree.
Because people acting like I said, if that was Draymond, then yeah, I would have said yeah. He probably went for that.
Yeah.
But that Jordan Poole, man, this dude is kind of happy to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's
This
not
is his
gonna,
breakout year.
right. He's not gonna risk that trying to be dirty. And I think players like him, they want to play a healthy job. I want to play you straight up. So when I beat you, there's no excuses.
Yeah.
At least that's for me. I don't want you to be hurt. I want you at your full strength so you can cherish this ass whooping.
Yeah, all of this code talk has been kind of silly to me because it's like, look, when Jordan was playing and he was getting beat down by the bad boys, we wasn't talking about no codes.
Nah, the code was.
Or when the New York
That's what we're
Knicks,
supposed to do.
All that.
yeah, or when the New York Knicks was beating the hell out of Reggie Miller.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
you know, these players are crazy, man. Even Ja realized that. I think he tweeted that out of emotion. And then even he thought to himself, man, that was Jordan Poole.
Got
He didn't
Mike
try to do
Mike
that.
Hughes in the house. He said,
Hey,
"Baby D
Mike
Rose."
Hughes, I love you, Mike.
Going on, Mike.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Mike.
That's my guy right there, Mr. Cubs, 101.
Oh yeah. Hey, he had a hell of a season for his first year as a high school baseball coach as well.
Oh yeah, man! Shout out to my boy Mike. You know, a fellow Chi-Town resider. You know, always good to see my people win, man. Always good to see my people win. But yeah, I don't think that was a dirty play by Jordan Poole. John Morant and Jordan Poole showed some class towards each other, shaking each other's hand. You know, doing the pregame warm up. So you know, I think it was just a freak accident, and it sucks. I don't think it was like how when Pat Beverly went for Westbrook knees. It wasn't nothing like that.
I got some breaking news. Reds are up 7-0 in the third inning.
What? Wow.
We're getting a good start out of Gutierrez so far, and our bats have been hot, and the Brewers' pitching's been struggling with control. This umpire strike zone isn't very big.
Well, the Reds just being up 7-0 on somebody is.
Hey, but I still don't feel comfortable. There's still 6 innings left. Well, they might give up 14 runs the next inning. Well, when they were on that losing streak, like 6 games in a row, they scored first in the game and lost.
Oh, in each game, yeah.
Yeah, they would jump out to like a 2-3 run lead and then end up losing 4-3 or 5-4 or something like that. But they got rid of all our pitching. They got rid of most of our hitting as well. So, I don't know what they expect.
Yeah.
But speaking of baseball, Major League Baseball is going to have 3 games in London next season. What's your guys' thoughts on that? I think it's not. I think it's cool to see Major League Baseball finally going to other places because most of Major League Baseball players are from other countries. If you really look at it, look how many people come from the Caribbean and places. So I think it's cool that they're finally reaching out, branching out. I should say.
Yeah, it's a good thing. London is a good start. They might want to look into some games in Puerto Rico or something like that. To expand it even more. But
Japan would be a good place. They're big on baseball.
Japan would be an awesome place. Yeah. So London, I said, it's a good start. I hope it's good teams that they send to play those games.
I hope so too.
Don't be like the NFL and say, "Hey, Jacksonville, go to London." Like they don't want to see that.
Who want to see Jacksonville?
I want to see Jacksonville. London. People in London don't want to see Jacksonville. Okay, so hopefully baseball does better than what the NFL has done and actually send the Yankees, send the Red Sox, send Houston, out there so that they can see a good product and not just, an average or below average baseball teams.
Yeah, I agree. Send some of your top teams. Make sure it's going to be a good game. because man, it's just going to help baseball keep growing, and that's what they need. And then they need to market it better. If they market baseball better, baseball can be making a lot more money than what they make if they knew if somebody in there had any idea how to market baseball.
Yeah. And baseball during the summer when there's nothing on TV, they could have been having like Monday night baseball games
Yes.
on Fox or whatever,
Yeah.
whichever channel they wanted to be on, and make it a national game, have a Monday night baseball game of the week.
It-
But they never think
They're
like
so worried about their regional markets that because that's where they make all their money at. So they're so worried about them regional markets that they'll give up chances to be on the prime time like that. And it's like, you guys are crazy.
crazy. Missing out on money, boy, missing out on money. Because when I was growing up, it wasn't a prime time, but Fox would have the Saturday, game of the week that would come
Yeah.
on Saturdays, and I always look forward to that. It's like, okay, it's 12
And then
o'clock. We're gonna get a game, and it's gonna be on till about 3:30. Okay, I got something to watch for a couple hours, but. When they stopped doing that, I mean, it's more on cable now. But yeah, the baseball should go back to that. There's nothing wrong with having a national network game.
you want that prime time spot because
Yeah.
you're going to get in front of so many more people.
All right.
Yeah, baseball is very inaccessible. Speaking as a person that's not really into baseball, also I don't really understand. I understand the game, but not to the point where I'm watching it and analyzing it like I do football or basketball. But I told everybody I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. But I think that's huge for them to be going overseas. Like that's a big move. Like if you think about it, that's what football does. Basketball does it as well. They've had some games overseas, so
Yeah.
it's actually have a team that's not even in this country. In Toronto with the Raptors, and I know they also have the Toronto Blue Jays or something, right?
Yeah, Blue
In
Jays.
baseball. I think you have to cater to your overseas market because that's gonna not only bring more of a global touch to your product, but also think about the people overseas that's now gonna really want to play baseball.
It's going to get more people interested.
Very interesting.
Yeah, you're gonna save your market that way.
And honestly, I think London was the safe choice. I think that's why they chose London first. I think they felt like that was the safest choice out of those three. And I think after they go to London, if it goes good, they're going to start going to Japan and Puerto Rico and other places. I think they felt like London was probably the safest place to test it out at.
Out there, they definitely should mess with their South American brothers and sisters because it's a lot of South Americans
Oh yeah,
that
Yes.
play the game of
that's what I said.
baseball.
Most of the top baseball players are from other countries.
hmm
Yeah.
South America in particular, our Latino brothers and sisters love some
Like
damn
I'm a
baseball.
real big Joey Votto fan. And he's from Canada.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Canada. Yeah.
and a lot of people don't realize that.
Hey, if you can get black people playing hockey, you can get people playing baseball.
Hey Rob,
Yeah.
do you watch hockey? Do you watch any hockey?
I watch hockey sometimes. Hockey a little bit more interesting than baseball.
I watch
I-
hockey. I watch hockey sometimes.
Yeah,
I love going to watch a hockey live at like going to the game live. It's awesome
Yeah.
to go watch live. But on
Yeah,
TV, it just depends. If it's a real good game, I'll probably watch it. But if it's just an average game, I don't watch very much of it. But
I got a
if
little
I have
bit to hockey
opportunity
with
to go to a
the
hockey
Blackhawks.
game, oh, I'm
Yeah.
going in a heartbeat because they're fun as hell to go to
Yeah.
live, man. It's a blast. Especially if you sit up by the glass, if you get good seats, it's a
I
blast.
get to see them slam up against the glass.
We go
Mhm.
we go watch the minor league team here it's about 45 minutes away. It's Indianapolis. We go watch the minor league team there sometime, man. It's fun.
Yeah, I got into it. I started watching hockey a little bit once the Blackhawks were winning.
Okay.
That's how I got introduced to baseball when the White Sox were winning. Like I actually sat there and watched it, and it was exciting, But we also had something to play for, and I was like, "Can they do it?" You know what I mean? Because I remember in the Black Sox game, like it went to like 14 innings. I was like, oh my God, when is this game gonna be over? And I remember, I think his name was Greg Plume or something like that. He hit the home run that ended that game. So I mean, we had a ball too when the White Sox won. Even though I was not into baseball, I threw it in every Cubs fan's face that I could. Like it was wonderful. I was like, y'all still gotta wait 100 years.
I went to a baseball game.
Yeah, that was the one they won in 2005, right?
Yeah,
Right?
yes,
That
sir.
was,
Yes, sir.
I
Cubs
remember
finally
that.
caught up. They finally caught up, but
I
we
remember
got there first in the millennium.
Yeah, that was the game that never. It seemed like it was never going to end. I
Yeah,
remember
for like 14 innings, man.
Yep.
I remember
I was
Greg.
like,
I
man,
think
I
it
gotta-
was Greg Plume. That's the only reason I remember that.
Right.
I watched that whole game. I remember
I did
sitting
too.
watching that game.
I watched that whole game. I mean, it was hard
I
at
watched
first,
almost-
but it
I
got
watch almost
exciting.
all the MLB playoff games. Once the playoffs start, I watch it all.
Oh yeah, baseball playoffs are fun. Yes, very fun.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to watch it. You know,
You go to a live game.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I think I'll have fun at a live game. You know, be a real baseball fan. You know, have some hot dogs, a couple brewskis.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's nothing like being there, man. I try to catch a Royals game every year, and when I do, the stadium here is beautiful, you know, and everything, and just being there and seeing the scenery and the game, it's nice.
That's one of my bucket list things is go to all the baseball stadiums.
Oh, dude, you will have. I have to admit though, even though I'm a White Sox fan,
I've been to the White Sox stadium.
It's nothing like being in Wrigley.
No,
Wrigley is a great time because not only is that where the stadium at, is where all the bar hopping everything is right there on the strip next to the stadium. So I mean, we go to Wrigleyville just to bar hop, but like going to the stadium and seeing it, it's like wow, like this is the Cubs. You know what I mean? So
that's one of the stadiums I've never been to.
Yeah, Wrigley is not. I've never been inside, but just being on the outside, it almost feels like you're in a different part of Chicago.
Well, that's what I always tell my dad. Even if we're going to get inside, if we're just there, it's going to be awesome. But I would love to go inside and watch a game.
The funnest time I ever had.
One of my places I want to go
was going to a football game, like going to an NFL game.
I love going to football games, man.
Oh my God! Like you having fun before you even enter the stadium with all the tailgating. I mean, dude.
Oh, there ain't nothing like going to an NFL football game. I love going to watch the Colts play.
Yeah,
we went to Detroit. My mom knew this guy who used to run like this little service where, you pay for tickets, you take a bus ride there. It's a party bus. You drinking on the bus and everything. And man, we were lit getting off the bus. And then when you get there, you meeting, even though it's in Detroit, it's so, Chicago Bears fans travel. And man, we meeting other Bears fans. Like, come over here and get something to eat. Get something to drink. And man, we out there playing beanbag. And oh my God, that was one of the greatest times of my life. I said, hell, I don't even want to go in the stadium. I just want to stay out here and tailgate.
Oh, yeah. We had season tickets back in 2000. And for the Colts.
Cool. Yeah.
A couple buddies of mine and my dad would go with us, and they would get tickets down there off somebody.
That's hot.
And one time we traded our season tickets, and we got 4 tickets off somebody. So we could all sit together. We was out there tailgating, man. We walk up, we get out of the car, we walk up, and these people have a big screen TV with hook the dish and watch another game. So we ended up standing there drinking beer with them. Dude, we were drunk before we ever walked into that football game.
Dude, I feel bad. I was so drunk when I walked in the football game, I passed out.
Oh, dude, we were walking up to the stadium to go in the game, and I fell, hit the concrete, and bounced right back up. We just kept on going with them.
Keep on moving, baby.
Keep on moving.
I'll never forget it. They were playing the New York Jets. The game went in overtime, and we were sitting. My Jets fan and my buddy, he just roots against whoever the Colts are playing against. He's a 49ers fan, and he was getting people fired up. It Man, it was one of the best times though I've had. We had a blast.
Oh man, you got to see the great Peyton Manning play, man.
Oh yeah, Peyton, Marvin.
Oh my God, that connection was probably one of the
That was
best
something
connections
else.
in NFL history.
Mhm. It's
See, I
nothing
was a
like
Peyton Manning fan when he played for Tennessee.
Oh,
it's nothing like a Chiefs tailgate though.
Oh, I bet.
oh,
The
I can
way we
imagine.
do it here, the barbecue, because
I was getting ready to say that Kansas City barbecue.
we are the kings of barbecue. Yeah. So man, just the grilling and everything, and then being in Arrowhead, the atmosphere
Electric.
is electric. You cannot hear yourself literally. You have to yell at the person next to you so you can understand what each other is saying.
Oh my
So,
God.
but yeah, it's very awesome.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah, I gotta get to Soldier Field. It's funny, I've been to a football game, but never in Soldier Field. So that's why I'm doing that this year. I'm going to a game.
yeah.
I'm going to a game. Just
I'm
the
going to the
Bears
game
not
this
that
year. I didn't
good,
get to
but
go last year.
well, I'm going. You know what I'm
But
saying?
hey, we had tickets. No, it wasn't last year. It was the year before for Colts and Bears. It was one like the opening games of the season.
Yeah.
We had like 10th or 11th row tickets at Soldier Field for that game.
Oh man.
My sister and her husband were going to get tickets, and they asked us me and Dad, if we wanted tickets. So we had tickets, but then that was the year they didn't let no fans in, so they sent us our money back.
Oh, that
I was
sucks.
finally gonna get to go to Soldier Field, but COVID ruined it.
Oh, that sucks. Hopefully you get a chance to come back because it is
We're
electric.
gonna,
It is so loud,
we'll go
even if you're
downstairs my
not there,
sister or
you can
something, but-
hear it. Like if you,
Yep.
because Soldier Field is one of those outside fields,
Yep.
so you
Yep.
can hear it. Like, dude, oh my God, like
Yeah, it's
Bears
right
fans
off-
are raucous.
Soldier Field is right off the
Lake.
highway there too.
Right off Stony Island.
Right
Yeah,
off
one of my best friends, a big Bears fan. He's been a
I
Bears
said
fan
Stony
since
Island. I'm sorry,
forever.
Lakeshore Drive.
Lakeshore Drive.
Lakeshore Drive. Ain't nothing like being on Lakeshore Drive, especially on a good summer night. Well, I y'all come to Chicago, you hit up your boy Rob. We gonna hit up some spots.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Man, Chicago ain't nothing like it, bro.
I've been there a
Ain't
few
nothing like it.
Horrible, but hey, the traffic is horrible in Chicago.
Not as bad as New York or LA,
True,
but it's bad. It's bad. though.
Honestly, that's the only thing that I complain about when we go to Chicago is because sometimes I got to park 4 blocks away from my sister's house.
Yeah. Parking
You
is
can't find
horrible.
where to park.
Parking is horrible, and man, these potholes are ridiculous.
And then when you get a spot, then you don't want to move your car because you don't want to lose your spot. So we just take the bus or the train or
Dude, it's so funny you say that. My boy hit me up last week. Was like, man, come outside. I said I am, but you gonna have to pick me up because I'm not moving my car.
That's how we were. Like if we go down there for a weekend, if we get a spot right by our house, our car stays there.
I'm
Like,
like, come pick me up, bro. You already out.
you already.
Look, once I come back, that spot is gone. I'm talking about. It's been times I just ran to the liquor store. It's a quick.
Oh
you
yeah,
come
and
back
it's
like,
gone.
damn.
Oh yeah, you move your car, somebody's taking that spot.
I say they be at there lurking like, oh, he moved.
There's only like three or four blocks to the train station from my sister's house, so it was like, fuck, we'll just take the train.
Take the train, or take a Uber. Man, I will Uber somewhere quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah,
But Chicago does have the best pizza. Giordano's Pizza in Chicago is the best.
Oh, man,
they just opened up one of those here in Indiana not too long ago. We went to one in Indianapolis. I really liked it.
Yeah, I'm not a deep dish fan, but
if you like deep dish pizza,
yeah,
you're not gonna get a better deep dish pizza than that.
Yeah, it's funny. I got a
they
coworker
load
that
that
lives
thing.
in New York, and she's like, "You guys cut pizza weird." She has this debate that New York pizza is better than Chicago. I said, "Baby girl, I've been in New York. No, it ain't."
No,
One slice of that Giordano's deep dish is like 2 regular slices put together.
Yeah.
you are full for the rest of the day. You don't have to eat nothing else.
It was our first time in there, and we didn't realize how big the pizzas were.
Yeah.
So we ordered like 2, Well, we brought like a whole pizza home. I mean, it got 8, so I mean, it wasn't a big deal. But we're like, damn, we ordered too much food, because that's our first time ever being here. Because we got salad and all kinds of stuff.
You get to be nice to people.
We're like, oh shit,
you want a piece?
Yeah, you want a piece?
One pizza.
You get to be real nice to people. You want a piece? We got plenty.
I can only take so much of this home. Well,
Hey, I'm telling you, man. Chicago, I always say it's the food capital of the world, man.
Yeah.
It's the
what's the name of that chicken place?
What, Harold's?
Yep. Yes.
Harold.
Get a 6-piece, fried hard, lemon pepper.
Yep.
I'm telling you, boy, change your way of thinking.
Every time we go to Chicago, me and Dad go eat there.
Gotta go to Harold's, but do you know people come to Chicago just to eat?
Hey, that's no shit. Me and Dad we're in Indiana. It's a 4.5 hour drive. We drive to Chicago we drove up there to go to Hot Doug's.
Yeah.
The hot dog place that used to be open there, always sold out.
Yeah.
They were getting ready to close. We drove up there, ate hot dogs, and drove back home.
We went back to Indy.
Me and my dad and my son. We went up there, ate, and came straight back.
Man, because I know every time my family member comes out here, they
that
always
place was
like,
awesome,
hey,
man.
bro, we need to go here. We need to go here. I was just in Jamaica, and somebody heard that I was from Chicago because they, when you go somewhere, they just, your new name becomes where you're from. So now they're like, hey, Chi-Town. So you're like, oh, you from Chicago? Man, I'm going there in like a couple weeks. What should I go eat at, man? Because I heard y'all got some bomb food. My boy, you came to the right person.
Hey, Rob, did you ever eat at the hot dogs?
Oh, man, I ate at this spot called Mad Dogs.
Mad
Dogs got some good, and they got a great, and it sucks because I'm lactose intolerant.
What about Earl's Barbecue?
I've heard of that too. I never ate that. I ate at Nick's. And you got to try this spot called Nick's Barbecue. Oh,
Nick's
my
is
God.
good.
Nick's
is real good. You need to try Earl's. Earl's is real good as well.
I'm gonna have to try them out. And that's messed up. Sometimes Chicago is so elusive that sometimes you can feel like a tourist in your own city.
Well,
you be like, I didn't even know we had this shit.
Well, what my dad does, he gets on there and sees like if there's what restaurants have been on that dine-in, drive-ins, and drive thing with Guy Fieri.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
he'll look up the list of the restaurants in Chicago that's been on that, and when we're up there, we'll go eat at them places.
Oh yes, sir. Yes.
Anytime we go out town, he's looking up places that's been on TV, and we go check them out.
Oh yeah, my next spot now. They got I think it's a restaurant. It's either in the Willis Tower. I hate calling it the Willis Tower. It's always gonna be Sears Tower to me. It's either in the Willis Tower or it's in the John Hancock building. But it's like on the 96th floor. I think it's called like the Signature Room or something. I gotta go there. I just want to see the view. I just want a table by the window. Like it's so beautiful. Like that's one of the great things I love about Chicago is the skyline, bro. Like it's nothing like seeing the downtown skyline at night when it's lit. Oh my God. It's like when you're on an airplane coming back from vacation, you see that, you're like, yeah, I'm home. You just feel a certain type of way, man. So hey, my city, baby. Shot City, ride with me. I'm gonna make sure you get home safely.
There it is.
All right, well, let's
before we go though, man, I know we did this in the morning show. Shout out to Tom Brady, man.
Oh, we're just gonna talk about Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Big money, Tom.
We're just gonna take a short commercial break, then we're gonna jump over to NFL.
Let's get it.
Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we're making up plays. We're talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. Sport all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Whole sports all plays. All sports all plays, network. We on top of our game. All sports all plays. All sports all plays.
All right, welcome back to the ASAP Afternoon Blitz. I'm Chris, joined by Greg, and also joined by our boy Rob.
Yes, sir.
We want to talk some NFL. You actually brought it up just a minute ago about Brady signs with Fox, signed a deal with a 10-year deal with Fox that he's going to be making more money than what he made as a player in his whole career in football.
Yeah.
That's
He's
beautiful.
already making more. He's already making more than Stephen A. Smith, and he's never sat down in front of a microphone to broadcast. You hear a bunch of people whining about it, but it's his marketability. He's going to be the next player that's like Peyton Manning, that you're going to see him everywhere in commercials after he retires.
That's Tom
You see Peyton Manning almost
Brady.
more now. You see Peyton Manning more now on TV than you did when he played football.
Yeah.
Do you know Tom Brady is like the American dream? You're a star quarterback in the NFL. You played for the Patriots, which I know is not Dallas, that's America's team, but it's a patriotic team. You played for the Patriots. You go to Florida. You play for the Bucks, the most winningest quarterback, most winningest football player in NFL history. You have a supermodel for a wife. Tom Brady is the American dream.
Yeah.
You want to talk about marketability? There you go.
His wife has made more money than he has.
Yeah, she makes more. Yeah.
You know how many people can say that they with a Victoria's Secret top model?
Top model, yeah. Well, Fox needed Tom Brady because they lost Joe Buck and Troy Aikman to Monday Night Football, so they were looking for people anyway.
I couldn't believe they left to go to Monday Night Football.
Hey,
when
the greenbacks talk to you,
but
greenbacks talk
I can't believe Fox didn't offer more of them except for them to stay, because that 4:00 game with them on it, that was the big game of one of the biggest games of the week usually.
Yeah, I liked Joe and Troy. Some people didn't, care for them, but I didn't mind them. They
work well together.
Yeah, they work well together. Yeah, and so does Brady making more than Romo now? Because Romo did have the biggest deal.
Yeah,
they said this is record-breaking numbers.
Yeah, this is the biggest deal ever. So he's making more than everybody.
$375 million, which totals out to $540 million over 10 years. He making baseball money.
Yeah.
and that's just sitting there. That's just sitting there waiting on him whenever he decides he wants to retire.
Yeah. And I hope
that was going to be my question. Go ahead. I'll ask my question after you go.
Oh no, I was just going to say, Chris, I hope he's as good as an analyst as
I hope he's good at it. I think he will be.
I think he will be.
Yeah. Because when I'll be honest, when Romo first started, I was like, what? But then after a while, once I got used to his voice and how he analyzes,
I think Romo does I think he does a real good job. I like Romo.
He does real good. He does real good, yeah.
I think Tom Brady is already prepared himself for that, because when he got to Tampa Bay, he's already let people hear more of his voice than ever. He's been everywhere. If it's not commercials, it's been the tweets, it's been the TikToks, it's been the interviews with Gronkowski, the interviews with Pat McAfee, the interviews of countless podcasts that he's been on. I just think he's shown so much of his personality, from him throwing the Lombardi trophy from boat to boat. Him going on TikTok and saying, that game against the Ravens, it was a fumble. Tom Brady, he reminds, like Chris said, he reminds you a lot of Peyton Manning. Like, they had a good back and forth on that Monday Night Football conversation.
They would be great together.
Oh my God,
man, them two together, it'd be awesome.
Because there's secret animosity there with Peyton and Tom Brady. Like, Peyton is like, I feel like I was on your level, but your team just always beat my team. But if we're talking about quarterbacks on level to level, Peyton, hey, if you ain't talking about Tom Brady, then you're talking about Mr. Omaha himself,
Oh, yeah.
But I think Tom Brady is going to do great. And plus, his attention to detail, if he's going to really talk football, We're talking about a man that has over thousands of hours logged watching film. He is deliberate about knowing who he's playing, where his windows are at, where the weak points at in the defense. Tom Brady, if anybody can break down the game of football, it's the GOAT.
Yeah.
It's
Here's the question.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Here's a question I have for you guys. The announcement of this deal coming out, does that make you think that this is going to be his last season?
No.
I don't either. I hear a lot of people saying that
secured.
They think that he's going to retire now, but I don't think so. I think if he has a good year like he did last year, he's going to play another year.
It's going to be dependent on
what they do
after week 17. How is he walking? How is he moving? That's going to determine, is he going to retire? Because the league not going to beat up Tom Brady. He doesn't hold on to the ball long enough to take a hit. So
if you hit him, a flag's gonna come out.
Oh yeah. And sometimes you don't want to unlock Psycho Tom. You hit him too hard, he might go crazy on you. So I think Tom Brady it's never really been about the money to him.
All right.
He understands that deal is waiting on me. It's beautiful. That's gonna be a nice payday. But even after he announced, because remember, Fox didn't announce it. He announced it. He's like, hey, this is my numbers. This is what I'm going to be making with Fox. I can't wait to get to do that. But I got some unfinished business with the Buccaneers on the field. His primary focus is football right now.
Yeah,
and that's a scary sight.
If you've noticed over the last few years, he's really got involved more on social media and all that stuff. He's been getting stuff set up. So when it'll just have basically a smooth transition when he does decide to retire.
Oh yeah. And the good thing is he's gonna go to Fox with so much leniency to do kind of what he wants to do. See, Skip Bayless is already excited. Like, yeah, he's gonna come sit on this show. Like, he's excited. Like, oh my, I've never seen Skip fanboy like that other than Uncle Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
He's gonna be marking out so bad.
Man, he told Shannon Sharp he don't even got to come in.
That's gonna be the biggest.
He'll be marking out so bad if Tom Brady is sitting beside him. That'd be like his best moment of his life. The way he talks about Brady, that'd be the best moment of his life. He got Tom Brady sitting right beside him.
You can't tell Skip Bayless about no Tom Brady. You can't talk to him about no Thomas Edward Patrick Brady.
I'll be shocked if that did happen. Tom Brady came on there with Skip. I'll be surprised they don't end up hugging and kissing. That's how his love for Tom is on a whole different level.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I quit watching that show as much because all they would talk about was Tom Brady and the Lakers
and the Cowboys.
Yeah, and the Cowboys.
Don't
I'm like,
forget
come on. So I started watching other shows. I used to watch it a lot, but when they got to just talking about them three topics, it's like, dude, you're saying the same thing every day.
I like Undisputed. Don't get me wrong. I think it's more. I don't even really care what they talk about sometimes. It's just the personalities. Like,
the back and forth is good.
Skip and Shannon bounce so well off each other, and when they actually do talk about other subjects other than Tom Brady, they give Michael Jordan more time than they'll give a Kawhi Leonard. Like, dude, like Michael don't even play no more, bro. Did you see Michael the way he came out in the All-Star game? Okay.
Oh yeah.
It was actually a game played that day too, right? So but their back and forth is so good, and it's so funny now because now Stephen A brings in this cat named Mad Dog, and it's like he's like the dollar store Skip Bayless.
Oh man, and they've been going at it for years.
Oh my God, Mad Dog is hilarious stuff. I think he said stuff just to troll people.
I listen to him a lot on Sirius on my Sirius radio. I listen to a lot of Mad Dog.
Mad Dog is hilarious. Like he's hilarious. I like Stephen A when he was with Max. I don't know why they did that to Max. I like Max because I feel like Max called Stephen A on his BS. And that's probably why he was gone. Because Stephen A be tripping me out, bro. He don't keep that same energy with everybody, bro. Like,
Yeah.
He like ridiculed and crucified Kyrie Irving, and he kind of just shrugged Aaron Rodgers stuff off to the side. Like, dude, like keep all I ask is if you gonna
And
keep the
Max's
same
show's been
energy,
doing
bro.
real good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Max show with Keyshawn and Jay Will.
Yeah.
I like
Yep.
it. I like that show, and I think he got another one, This Jesse or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. So
Another big announcement we had yesterday.
yeah,
NFL is going to have games on Christmas this year. Three games, a triple header.
Krimmer.
This is going to be awesome.
All
I
right.
don't know, bro.
Christmas and so we got football and basketball on that
I
day.
don't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That's a
concerned
cool
with, bro.
thing.
NBA is Christmas has always been the NBA thing. I'm not gonna
NFL
lie
going to
to
try to
you.
take it over.
I'm not turning my TV. Maybe if the Knicks are playing,
I'll be watching
but
2 TVs.
if we talking Warriors, if we talking Warriors, Lakers, or Warriors, Memphis on
Or have one on
Christmas,
my laptop.
I don't know. I might just be watching the scores on Yahoo for football.
I have one game on the laptop and the other on the TV.
Yeah, they had a game on Christmas last year. I think it was
That's gonna be interesting though to see the NBA and NFL compete.
Yeah, last year they done one game. Now they're doing 3.
So they're doing 3. Well, it all depends on who's playing on that day and all
Yeah.
that. If it's good football game, good late season matchups, people are going to watch that over a regular season basketball game. But
I like it because it's more football. I'll be able to watch football all day on Christmas, kind of like I do on Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and I'll watch basketball as well. So to me, it's just more sports. So I like it.
Hey, you know what though? Thanksgiving is always for football.
Oh yeah,
Even if it's Detroit versus the Cowboys, I'm watching.
oh yeah. Eat some food, get full,
Yeah.
sit back, grab you a couple of beverages, and relax.
That's
Man, talking with my family on Thanksgiving was where I got my first love of being the analyst.
Oh yeah, yep.
I was a
exactly.
kid going back and forth with my
Yep.
uncles. Like, what
Yep.
game are you watching?
Yep, argue with your uncles. That's exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, nothing
I
like.
had one. Oh, go ahead, Greg.
No, I was saying nothing like Thanksgiving Day with the food and the football and being with family. It's always great. It's a great time.
Oh yeah, it's always a great atmosphere when you have all the family there watching the game. Because
Yeah.
because I know, like our family, a lot of us are sports fans. So
Yeah.
I mean, we eat and then everybody's watching the game and be going crazy. And it makes it even a better experience watching the game when everybody's there.
Yes, it does.
I did have one other thing. The mayor of Dallas wants the NFL to bring a second team to Dallas, an expansion team to Dallas. Said that the market is big enough for 2 teams. I think he's lost his damn mind. To be honest with you,
Wow.
you put another team in Dallas, that team is nobody's going to go.
No.
You're not going to get no Cowboy fans to transfer over to whatever new team you put in Dallas. It's going to be hard to build up a fan base, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, Cowboys are one of the most favorite teams in the whole damn country, let alone Dallas. You're going to try to put another team there to compete against them? That'd be the stupid. I mean, it's stupid. It don't make no sense at all.
No, it doesn't. And unless you get like fair weather Cowboy fans that would transfer over to the other team just because they've won the Super Bowl more recently than the Dallas Cowboys have, or something like that. But that's Dallas doesn't need a second football team.
It don't make no sense. I couldn't believe this guy. They said I saw that they're like you gotta be kidding me.
They can't win a Super Bowl with the Cowboys.
What
makes you think the other one is going to win the Super Bowl?
I was actually wondering what he was smoking on when he made this comment, because I'm thinking, dude.
But true Cowboy fans, especially down there in Dallas, those are ride or die fans. So they're not just going to jump ship to support a second team and do all that. So just like you said, Chris, if they did get a second team, who's going to come to their games? You got to try to sell out the stadium somehow. That's going to be hard unless you get people from other parts of Texas to come, drive up to go to the game. But it's just way, too much. So I don't see the NFL giving Dallas a second team.
I don't either. I think it'd be the stupidest move you can make. If you're
Yeah.
gonna put another team somewhere, put a team in St. Louis where you have a fan base there that's dying to have a team.
Yeah, they want a team again. Yeah.
Look, I mean, look, they were selling 60,000 tickets for the XFL game.
Yeah.
They're in St. Louis, 60,000 fans.
Yeah.
Think what they're going to do for an NFL game. They're going to sell it out.
Oh, yeah.
The people were heartbroken when the Rams left.
Yeah.
You want to bring a team back, do that.
Yeah, bring them to St. Louis. Yeah, St. Louis does have good.
Don't go compete against one of your best markets. That makes no sense.
Exactly. Put them in St. Louis.
Or
Arkansas don't have a football team.
Yeah.
One in Arkansas. I don't know. But don't put two teams in Dallas. No, that's just craziness.
I know they talked about Memphis a lot.
That would be interesting.
They had a pretty good fan base for that AAFL league that was playing down there. That team was building a pretty good big fan base. So I think a team there would do pretty good.
Yeah. St. Louis, Memphis, Arkansas, places like that. You can have another team, and it would make better market sense in those places than in Dallas. So
I wish Indiana would get a Major League Baseball team.
yeah,
we don't have a baseball team. We have a minor league team about 45 minutes away. It's the Indianapolis Indians. They're minor league to the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we go there a lot. Then there's an A ball team about an hour away up in Fort Wayne and it's the Padres A ball team, and we go up there quite a bit. You can sit right behind home plate for like $14.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's different. I don't know what the mayor was trying to do here. I don't know if he's trying to get some votes or something. I don't know if he on the ballot this year or what he's trying to do. But yeah, that made no sense at all.
No, it didn't make no sense to me.
New York has 4 NFL teams, Damien. I know the Jets and the Giants. Who are the other two? Because I'm not sure.
He's probably counting what? Buffalo.
Oh, Buffalo. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, Buffalo. Yeah. So Buffalo, the Jets, Giants.
That's 3. I'm trying to think of another one.
Who's our 4th one, Damien? Oh, Ravens. Well, that's not New York.
Bills. We said Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think. I just think the Cowboys have such a hold on that area that it'd be hard to build another fan base there.
Yeah, it'll be hard. Yeah, and LA does have 2 teams, but as you see, there are more people that go to the Rams games than they do the Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers have trouble selling tickets.
They're having real trouble down there. So San Diego would have loved to have as good of a Chargers team as they have now. But it's hard when you're competing, when you're in the same city with another NFL team and they're winning Super Bowls. The Rams, just won one. It's hard for the Chargers to, compete with that. Yeah. Not because they're bad. It's just because you playing in the same city as the, Super Bowl champion. So it makes it difficult.
Did you see that, Rob, where The mayor of Dallas says he wants the NFL.
Oh, another team.
That the market was big enough for 2 teams.
Jerry Jones ain't letting that happen.
You think that would be stupid? Business wise, don't you think that'd be stupid if you're going to bring back a team? Do it in St. Louis where they're dying to have a team. Don't compete against your biggest market. One of your biggest markets you have.
Well, I think the situation was they look at like markets like New York, markets like LA, and because right now I believe Texas, Dallas in particular, they're about to surpass us as far as population.
Okay.
So, and we're third. We're like part of the big 3. So they're like, okay, well, if we're getting our numbers up there of people migrating south, we can use a second football team because they feel like football is king in Texas.
Well, that's true. I see that point.
It is.
But to me personally, I agree with you though, Chris. I feel like, you should bring a market back to a city that lost it, like a St. Louis. Like I always hate in the NBA when they make talks. Like why not bring the Seattle Supersonics back?
Yeah.
Well, St. Louis was selling 60,000 tickets for an XFL game.
Wow.
So just think what they would do if you bring an NFL game back.
Yeah, remember, those coveted Rams that Freddie Love was once part of St. Louis.
that Freddie's love for about 3 months.
Right at Super Bowl time.
And then today on the ASAP in the morning had the nerve to say that me and him were the only loyal fans.
Yeah, I looked at him like,
who had you in with me?
I say, Freddie, what I tell him, I say, you mentioning the word loyalty is like a vegan trying to give somebody an idea on what steak to eat.
Hey, I'm loyal. Look, my team's the worst team in the league. My team's the worst team in the league. You see what I have on. Yeah. And I'm watching the game. It's 7-4 now. We're starting to collapse. It's only the 5th inning. So
look, I tell people all the time, because they want to keep giving me a hard time about me liking Golden State. I've been proclaimed that Steph Curry is my favorite player.
Yeah.
If this is just news to you, then that's on you.
It was like
but
you said earlier.
Always said
it was like you said earlier. If you didn't know that about you don't know me very well.
That's it. That's it. Everybody know. I said when Kobe retired, Steph Curry became my favorite player. I was a huge Kobe Bryant fan. To this day, Kobe is my GOAT. I understand Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but Kobe is my GOAT.
Right. Reggie Miller was my GOAT.
Yeah, and I can't get mad at that, man. One of the greatest shooters to ever live. He was the Steph Curry before we got Mr.
I got to meet him at a basketball camp when I was like 7 or 8 years old. I went to the basketball camp with the boys club here in town. Got to meet Reggie Miller and them guys, and right from that moment, that was my favorite player.
Oh, that's hot too. Yeah, I heard Reggie does a lot in the community in Indiana.
Oh yeah, it was cool. He was still. That was what that had been like 86, 87. Yeah. So he was just he hadn't been in the league very long.
Yeah, he was just getting his feet wet, starting to dabble before he was out there giving Spike Lee the choke. They choked.
I'll never forget that, and I'll never forget when he scored those like 8 points in 7 seconds against the Knicks.
Oh my God! Or even the shot he hit against Jordan.
Yep,
the famous push off. Which people get mad at that, but I'm like, he created space. Like,
it's a push off. I'll admit it was a push off, but man, Jordan's got away with that same move.
Man, that's what thank you, bro. I tell people all the time. People put if you notice when people are dribbling, a lot of times it's not even a dribble move that they get; they a swing move you as they going past. It's been a part of the game for years, bro.
They all travel the way they carry the ball. It should be. They take 2 steps while they're dribbling.
Oh my God! They have. Look, I tell people, have you seen James Harden step back?
Yeah,
that's travel. That's a travel all day. They don't never call it.
They don't call stuff in the NBA unless they're trying to prolong a series. That's it.
Oh my goodness!
No, I'm sorry, Chris. It don't sound too good for you.
They have trouble making routine plays.
Hey, tell the Cincinnati Reds I'm gonna need them to change their logo though.
I wrote another article. About them today. I hope they don't change one of their logos because it's tattooed on my leg.
Uh-oh.
I got Johnny Redleg on one side of my leg. On the other side of my leg, I have a Pete Rose tattoo.
No, Pete Rose.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite baseball player of all time.
Let me tell you how I found out about Pete Rose was when he was getting tombstoned by Kane. That's how I'm like. I never heard of Pete Rose in my life.
I was born in the '80s, so I got to watch him. I got to watch him in some of his good years before he got too old.
Yeah,
and I remember going to the ballpark with my grandpa and my dad to go watch games, and he's been my favorite player. And then there's a gap in the middle, and it's going to be Johnny Bench squatted down as a catcher.
Johnny Bench, yeah.
And then on the other side, it's going to have the years they won the World Series.
Okay, all right. I like Big Papi.
Oh yeah, I like Big Papi too.
Oh my God, I just liked him because he was just charismatic.
And I was a big Barry Larkin fan. Barry Larkin, one of the best shortstops to ever play the game.
Yeah, Barry Larkin was good. Yeah,
and Ken Griffey had good shoes.
Ken Griffey, he did have good shoes.
Ken Griffey was one of the best players to ever play, but he wasn't as good in Cincinnati as he was in Seattle.
Seattle, yeah.
He couldn't stay healthy. He just couldn't stay healthy in Cincinnati. The injuries just kept throwing him off.
Yeah, man. I think, and that's one of the things I'm starting to respect about baseball. Like, it's a physical game. You're putting a lot of wear and tear on your body.
And they only get like 1 day off a week. I mean, they play like every day.
They play like 130 games, right?
Yeah, they get like 1 day off a week where they have a day off.
That's a long.
They might play 6. They might play 6 games in a row.
It's a long season, man.
Yeah, you might play 4 or 5 games in a row and then have a day off.
Golly. Yeah. No wonder you got to have a pitcher's bullpen and all that stuff, huh?
And you'll go on like a 7 or 8 game road trip.
Yep.
Yeah. Because baseball players play, and then they play a lot of back-to-back games too.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen that. Like they'll be like, oh, the
Cubs versus the Rays,
and they'll be back at the Rays tomorrow. I'm like, damn.
And they travel even more now since they do the interleague play.
Yeah, interleague.
So now they've added even more traveling. So there's days they play a game and have to get on a plane or a bus or whatever and travel to the next place to play that next day.
That's crazy. No wonder they get paid all that money.
Yeah, when I was growing up, Jeter, that was my favorite.
Oh, okay. Derek Jeter?
Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter was the reason why I liked the Yankees. Once he left, I didn't care.
I wasn't a Jeter fan.
I didn't care what happened after that.
I wasn't a Jeter fan, but I'll give him his respect. Dude was a hell of a ball player.
He was.
Oh man, wish y'all boy luck today. I am on my new journey of trying to quit smoking cigarettes. I got a nicotine patch on, Lord Jesus. I still got the urge, but I'm fighting, man. I'm fighting. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. I'm trying to stop.
Yeah.
All right. You guys got any final thoughts before we get out of here for today?
Oh man. Sorry, Memphis. It's time to put the babies to sleep. Don't worry. We'll make sure we get you burped. You'll have a nice bottle waiting for you in the morning. And after me, 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
1, 2, 3, Cancun from Memphis. And I think the Celtics will win their game tonight as well. So.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks tonight.
I'm going with the Bucks too, man. Come on, Giannis, don't fail me now.
Don't fail.
They have Golden State as only a 4-point favorite tonight on the road at Memphis.
I think Memphis don't play with that heart, man. I mean, you can't deny that Memphis. They're not just a push.
Oh, they're not going to fold. We're not just going to lay down for you. No.
Yeah, but I just believe tonight,
I think they'll wear out in the fourth quarter.
The Warriors are not going to have a bad shooting night like they just did.
Nope.
It's not going to be back-to-back bad shooting nights. Somebody going to catch fire. And the problem with Memphis without Ja Morant is where do you get your scoring from?
Yeah.
So we shall see, my good people. We shall see.
All right. I want to thank everybody for joining us for the ASAP Afternoon Blitz. Thanks, Rob, for coming and joining us. Go check out Rob's 2 cents. Check out his show.
You know it. I can't wait to get on this wrestling show with you, bro. We gonna talk that talk.
Make sure you go check out Greg's show, Red Kingdom.
Yeah. Red Kingdom's on Saturdays. Yeah.
Oh,
The
man,
schedule comes out Thursday, so Saturday's episode will be very entertaining. We're gonna
action
go through
packed.
the-
You know, Greg loves his Chiefs.
Yes.
And also, I'll be having Rob as a guest on my show here pretty soon.
Yes,
on
sir.
my later night show. So
Yes,
he's gonna get on that and the wrestling show. So be on the lookout for that.
Can't wait.
Thanks for joining us. We will see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Stay safe.
We gone.
Whole sports all plays. Yeah. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we're making a plays. We're talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. Sport all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Whole sports all plays.
Get ready. This summer, the Arena League Sports is on ASAP Network. Tune in live on either the Tiki Live or Roku app, as well as your smart home TV.